Keeping very busy, I know that, Ryan. It's good. It's good for you, right? Keeping busy and opening up those lands so people can use them and enjoy them. Largest landlord in the world, Ryan. Nobody knows that, but you're the largest, by far, the largest landlord. It's almost half the United States, if you think about it, right? Sure. So great job you're doing. Sunny Purdue. And those farms are doing well, and I did the farmers a big favor last night, right? I did a big, big favor for the farmers. We love the farmers, and they were happy. I know that Senator Grassley and Senator Ernst were very happy with what we did, so thank you for your help. I appreciate it. Wilbur Ross, Secretary, I appreciate it, Wilbur. We're renegotiating a lot of trade deals, and they're really fantastic. And we have the worst trade deals ever made, and we're going to have now fair trade deals. We have made the worst deals ever made. NAFTA is a disaster. World Trade Organization is a disaster. I could go deal after deal, and it's been very unfair to our country, to our workers, to our companies, and to everybody else involved, and we're changing them around rapidly. So, Wilbur Ross, thank you very much. Secretary Alex Azar. Alex, I'm very proud of what you've done, and you're coming up in about another month with health care, maybe even sooner than that. We're going to have a great health care bill plan, and it's going to be great health care for a much smaller price than anybody ever thought possible. And I really appreciate that. And our new project that we're really working on very hard is reducing the cost of prescription medicine. And that's going to be something that people will not forget. Some people think that's almost more important than the health care. I've had people say, which is more important? They're both important. But we're reducing the cost of medicine because of what you're doing, and we appreciate it. Secretary Ben Carson, who's got some things going on at HUD that we're very excited. We had lunch the other day, and what you're doing is great, Ben. It's really inspirational. More than just brick and mortar, it's really inspirational, Ben, and we appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. Elaine Chao, Secretary, all you do is produce. You do it in a very quiet way and so effective and so incredible. What a job you're doing with transportation. It was a great decision. Thank you very much. Rick Perry. Rick is, I thought you were going to the VA, but we have great people at the VA, so now we don't have to worry about the VA. I think we have great. I always thought Vic, I'd put him right over in the VA, and you would have done great there too, but you're doing a fantastic job at Energy, and we're now the largest in the world at Energy, Rick, the largest in the world, and we're now exporting energy for the first time. Never did it. Now we're exporting energy, but we have become the largest energy producer in the world. Who would have thought? But we've opened it up a little bit, Rick, right? And we've let our people go and do their thing, and they're doing a great job. Acting Secretary of the VA, Peter O'Rourke. And Peter, the combination of you and Wilkie, I think that's going to be an unbeatable combination. So thank you for all your help. I'm hearing only good things. Secretary Nielsen, I don't know, what do I say about you? You are doing great, and the border is coming along, and the wall is going up. We have $1.6 billion being spent on phase 1 of the wall, and we'll get additional funding. And every week that goes by, people realize it more and more that, you know, we have to have the wall, and we're doing great in San Diego and different places. General John Kelly is here someplace. General? Good, General. Great job, John. Administrator Scott Pruitt. Thank you, Scott, very much. EPA is doing really, really well. And, you know, somebody has to say that about you a little bit. You know that, Scott. But you've done, I tell you, the EPA is doing so well, so many approvals and disapprovals. If they don't qualify, they don't qualify. But we don't have to wait 15 years to sell somebody they don't qualify. And people are really impressed with the job that's being done at the EPA. Thank you very much, Scott. Mick Mulvaney, he's got 2 hats on now, right, Mick? You've got 2 hats, not just one, and you're doing great at both. But Office of Management and Budget has been good, and our budget this year there'll be a lot of cutting because we want to cut. You know, Mick is really more of a cutter than the other, but we had to get the military through. We got $700 billion approved for military. We needed that. And in order to get that done, we had to do some things for the Democrats that we would normally not do because we consider a lot of it waste and a horror show. But in order to get our military and $6 billion for opioid, So we got which Melania is so heavily involved in, and we got that taken care of. And very importantly, next year, $716 billion for military. So Mick, great job. And this time you can start cutting, okay? Because we have our military taken care of now, so you can start really cutting. A friend of mine for a long time, Administrator Linda McMahon. And Linda, I was just being told the other day what you've done at small business has been incredible. One of the real stars. And Vince and myself and your family, we're all proud of you, but what you've done is fantastic. So much work. People don't realize your small business is really it's really a very massive business. And you add it all up, and those numbers are not small business. They're bigger than just about any company you can even think of. So congratulations, Linda. Thank you very much. Governor Rick Scott, we have a lot of people around and watching. You know, we're on screens all over the country and I think beyond. But we have Governor Rick Scott of Florida is there, and he's watching, and he's done a fantastic job. He's now running for the United States Senate, and I won't get political, but I think you're going to do very well, okay? That's not political, is it? Secretary Patrick Shanahan, deputy, who's, thanks, Patrick, really doing a job, and you're bringing in all that money under budget. I know that. You know, you're going to buy 2 airplanes instead of 1 for the same price, right? That's what we want. He did a fantastic job at the company that he worked for on that, and we appreciate that very much. And it's so important that when you go out and buy the equipment that we're talking about buying, you know, hundreds and hundreds of jet fighters and bombers and planes and boats and ships and everything, we got to get the great price, all right? We got to get the great price, and if we can help you, let us know, because there's very few things so important.